how would you describe Key Supreme? Who is Key Supreme?
Yes, well, I'll say Key Supreme is someone that's versatile. I'm very versatile. I feel like I'm someone that makes uplifting music. I love to inspire others, so I like to incorporate that into my craft as well. So I would say, yeah, you'll have some fun listening to me. You'll get some conscious sides. You'll just get a full range.
Yeah, and does that mean with like genres as well? Do you bounce between genres? Or?
Yes, absolutely. I don't just stick to one thing. I like to challenge myself, so I like to go all around, even to pop. They got me into pop this year too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Nice.
That one was hard, but I did it, so it was fun though.
What's your what was your foundation? What type of genre or vibe did you like start with?
Hip hop and rap for sure.
Nice.
With my dad really. It started with like 50 Cent, and he was working out to that album back then. So ever since that, we would exercise together and things like that. And from that moment, I knew, I'm like, yeah, no, this is my vibe.
That's what I want.
Yes.
Nice. So I know you released an album recently called Enough.
Yes.
But before you released that album, you were maybe releasing like one song or two songs like a year. So what changed from you going from like one or two songs a year to releasing a full album? Like what changed for you?
So with having one song, doing one song a year, I wasn't really believing in myself to that extent. I felt like I wanted to really push myself, and I knew I could release 22 songs. And I feel like everyone too, they were all, a lot of people, we're in like a single era. Everyone's saying, you gotta push singles, push singles, push singles. And as very true as that is, and as cool as it is, I wanted to be different. I'm like, I wanted to challenge myself. Let me see if I can do 22 songs. Out of people my age or people, my peers that have made music, they have like a catalog, or they're probably on their 5th or 6th project, and then there's me. I'm like, no, let me just go with a bang and just do what I do. And I had to just drop it so I could see what I even liked or what it was going to do in the first place. So it was just about believing in myself and doing it, to be honest. Yeah.
Was it like, did you say it's also like kind of like experimental and kind of like seeing again like what kind of stuck with you, or like what you're like, oh, I actually am really passionate about this?
Yes, absolutely, because it took about 2 years to even come up with all 22 of those songs.
Wow.
So experiencing life is what made those 22 songs come to life.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Now, I know you also spoke about like how releasing this album was also like vulnerable and a little bit uncomfortable for you.
Yes.
What made it feel that way, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, so I don't really share a lot of myself with anyone. Now I do in a more of a sense, but I was very a private person. So this was like letting people see the, downsides of my life, or the ups, just seeing all around and those things that I don't normally share. So it made it very scary for me, because I'm like, I don't even share with one or two people, let alone to share with the world. So I was definitely very uncomfortable, but it also was something very fulfilling in a sense, because I didn't realize too, I inspired so many people with dropping this project. And so many of my peers, so many people that I didn't even know were going through things, felt comfortable to now share their things. So that's what I realized, like, that's really what it's about. And I just wanted to connect with everyone on another level and just show I'm not just this hardworking girl who's just always just like a militant robot or something. That's it, really.
Was like the title, like Enough, being like enough to the anxiety, enough to this, or like where does that title come from?
Yes, so it stems from basically the 3 things I had coming with it. Basically it goes, I've had enough, enough is enough, I am enough. Enough of people taking advantage of me, enough of being afraid, I am enough. Like, just stop, Key, you got this, and just go out there and do what you're made to do.
Yeah, and that's something I think we all need to hear right now, you know, that nice little boost of confidence. And a lot of people in general, we do have a hard time, like, finding the value, like, within ourselves or within our work or et cetera. And I do like that strong feeling of, like, enough is enough. Like, we got this,
exactly. Yeah.
So I know with your current endeavors right now, you're kind of switching it up a little bit and, like, doing a lot of, or focusing on some music and some, like, Afro beats or Caribbean-based beats. What made you decide to kind of pivot in this genre or the stylistic change?
So with my project Enough, I was very versatile with it. So now I'm like, okay, I touched on everything. Everybody can enjoy that stuff now. So now I'm like, let's get into the summer vibes. I wanted to really get into the feel-good feeling. All right, I already got into the enough. I got through my sadness or got through those growing pains, I would say. So now it's just like, let's have fun and let's enjoy life, because that's where I'm at mentally now. I'm at such a peace. I just got my first apartment. I just hit a year at my photography studio. So it's like, it's so many things that's going great. I want to rather focus on the good right now, and I want to express that that into my music.
And do you think like the Caribbean Afro beats kind of like supports that?
Absolutely, yes. I just took a trip with my sister to Jamaica, so going there and that's the roots. That's where my family is, and it's like paradise. That's all I can say for it. That brings me paradise, and I'm like, nah, we got to bring that to the music.
We got to put that out. Yeah, I got to put that on some songs.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. So you and I kind of briefly spoke about how difficult it can be as a musical artist to handle like the business side. What is something that you wish you knew sooner that's like on the business side of music? And what's something that you think emerging musicians should know about?
Yes, so when it comes to the business side, I definitely wish I knew sooner as far as how much it would cost to invest into everything. It's not just getting to the studio, hear a cool beat, even if you find it on YouTube. Now we got a hit, drop it, and now everything's et cetera, et cetera. No. You need to invest into knowing who's the producer, buying the beat, making sure samples are cleared if samples are on the beat, making sure even just as far as promoting it, like with DSPs, DistroKid or United Masters, knowing all of those things and layers, that's very important, I feel, especially as we were saying on our prior combo with younger artists. They need to know these things, I feel, off rip, so that, not saying you can't just make music and have fun, but if you want to really go far, develop a career into this, you need to you need to know where you need to invest at, and as soon as possible, because it's going to make or break you, and it'll take away the fun if you don't know the business side. Because if you know it too last minute, it's just going to make you say, I don't even care about this probably, and like I don't even want to do music anymore.
Yeah, like because the burnout.
It's going to be an extensive burnout, because I feel as artists, everybody has to put something in, but we have to put so much in because we have to, before we even make money. So that's the biggest thing. Everybody thinks they see people viral online and stuff and think, oh, they making hundreds of thousands. It's not like that, babe sound. So I just want to be straight up with that. So yeah, that's really what I would say with it.
And how did you find support within this? Where do you go to even learn these things to support yourself and protect yourself?
I went to YouTube University, but other than that.
Same here. I love YouTube University. I learned so much. I learned my graphic design, everything.
Exactly, yeah. I learned literally with mixing myself, engineering my own stuff. I learned all those things on there. And besides that, my cousin Ace, Ace and my bro Jay, they're engineers and they're deep into the craft themselves. I think they learn from YouTube too. So I might as well just say we all, learn from YouTube. But yeah, I would say just a simple Google search or asking people that's already doing the craft. Mm-hmm. Just ask. You gotta ask people. Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask, because that's the only way we're gonna all grow. Really.
That's true. You gotta have that self-starter mentality, really.
Exactly.
So I know you're a videographer and a photographer as well. That's another part of your artistic, life. How does that intermingle with your music? Do they build off of each other? Does being a photographer and a videographer help you tell stories through your music, or vice versa? Absolutely.
I remember this question the other day stumbled me, but I was like, I had to take a deep look. But no, when I really sat and processed that after you and I got off that call, photography, to me, it really encompasses what music is in a photo. It's like it freezes it in time, basically. Mm-hmm. And so photography and videography is just like the visual representation of what music already encompasses. That's really it. I feel they go hand in hand, and that's how, look at the reels. Look at how reels right now are an insane thing. Even us right now, we're filming this right now. Everything just goes hand in hand. It's just a visual to the auditory representation of it.
Just like another way to view another piece of art.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Where can people find your work? Where can we listen to you?
Yes, you can listen to me, Key Supreme, so KE $UPREME on all platforms, Instagram, everything. Follow me out, check me out. Enough is out everywhere.
Yay! Well, thank you so much, Key Supreme. I appreciate you, and thank you for stopping by the studio to talk to us today.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.
Thank you.